Well, hello, my fellow YouTube viewers. I'm working on a 1998 BMW 740i. And whatever I experience here is a gas tank leak. I mean, my gas tank was gushing out gas. And the hole was about this big here. And as you know, these gas tanks get rusty after a period of time. And, if you own a BMW, a gas tank is very expensive. I mean, I called and got a quote on this thing, and they were talking about $1,100. And, who's going to spend $1,100 for a brand new gas tank? I don't have money just to dish out there like that on a brand new gas tank. And, for a used gas tank, they're talking about $300 something. And when it comes to fixing cars, it's like, it's not about what you know. A lot of times it's who you know. And in many cases, it's about what you know. I got a little experience, here and there. I know what it takes to get things done, before I spend an arm and a leg on something. So, what I used, first of all, I jacked my car up with my jack. So the gas can go all the way to one side. And after jacking my gas tank up, I decided the first thing I actually used was this putty. I got this putty here from AutoZone, and I basically wasted a day because this stuff wasn't working to my expectations. I didn't have the car jacked up at the time, but it definitely wasn't working to my expectations. And could because the car wasn't jacked up, and gas was coming out slowly. And I didn't know that because when I first before I applied it, it really wasn't coming out. And as I applied it, I didn't realize to the next day, the thing was covered with gas and it was dripping out. So I decided to jack the car up, and so I just peeled the thing off because I didn't have any confidence in it. And what I did, I decided to apply I mixed silicone here with JB Weld. I mixed those two together, and I covered the hole, really well, and I let it dry. I let it dry for a day or so, and then after doing that, I decided to get some epoxy. I put the epoxy on, which is here, JB Weld epoxy. I let it dry for a day or so after applying the actual epoxy. And then once I did that, I decided, to get the aluminum foil, because I'm going to show you here the actual job here that I'm working on. And so far it's holding up pretty well. I managed to take the actual jack off of the car. I managed to put the put the jack down. I put the car down off the jack, and so far it's holding pretty well. Just trying to get a good view for you guys here, so you can get a good look at it. Let's see here. Pretty messy job. But like you say, somebody's got to do it. Here we go. Okay. This is a better view here. Okay. As you can see here, this is the hole was actually coming from up in this area. This is where my hole was coming from. Okay, it was really gushing out gas. this is the actual epoxy. I mean, it's hard because it dried up, and the epoxy is covering the JB Weld along with the combination of silicone. Again, the first coat I applied was the JB Weld mixed with the silicone. I applied it over the hole. It's a big hole over here. I also had a little small hole over here. I applied epoxy as well as JB Weld to that. So I applied that. I let it sit for a day or so, and it got, you know, pretty hard. And once it dried, I decided to, you know, apply a little epoxy. I covered the whole surface actually with epoxy, and, you know, let that dry. And once that dried for a day, I got aluminum foil, folded up real well, and covered the actual hole because it felt kind of soft. I mean, it wasn't as hard as I wanted it to be, and maybe because I don't think I gave enough time to dry the JB Weld along with the silicone, because it, you know, gets hard once you mix it up and you let it dry for a period of time. But I said, hey, you know, just to play it safe, I decided to fold some aluminum foil up here, and I decided to apply it to actually cover the hole. And once I did that, you know, I actually put some epoxy on aluminum foil and, you know, put it on top of the surface of the hole as well. I applied a epoxy over the aluminum foil, you know, because it's really sticky. So, you know, I'm hoping that holds as well. And once that dried, the epoxy on aluminum foil and underneath, I decided to apply some, you know, JB Weld. I just added some JB Weld, put that on top, and once that dried, you know, I finalized it with adding a coat of the actual epoxy. Again, you know, as you can see, it's, you know, pretty messy job, but, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, if I can, you know, save some money as a opposing panel on my leg, I'm going to do that. So, so far, so good, guys. You know, I'm going to, you know, let you know where this thing works is, you know, again, the car right now has about a quarter a tank of gas in it, right now. So, you know, again, I put the jack down, so I'd imagine if it was to start dripping out, it'll be dripping right now. But, you know, I'll know for sure once I, you know, start driving and, you know, next couple of days, put some more gas in it, and be 100% confident. You know, if it doesn't work, you know, I don't consider it failure. You don't know until you try, and, you know, keep trying until you get it right. I mean, it is what it is, you know. So again, guys, I'm going to, I would make another video, for you guys, and, you know, try something else before I go out and get a used, fuel pump or fuel tank, or get a brand new fuel tank. So on that note, hey guys, thanks for watching my video, and, keep you up posted. Take care.